Smooth fiber go. This is a sign we all look for when nature calls. However, this is happens to quite a huge number of us in private. Constipation is a pain in the ass, and a lot of the times it's so painful that only we know that we are suffering inside in private. Now, why is this happening? Basically, it's very simple. Let's take a closer look. Everyone that we know, when we put into our body system, whatever goes in, can we guarantee 100% it will come out? The answer is no. We cannot guarantee what goes in 100% will come out. When we cannot guarantee 100% it will come out, where does it stay? Well, it stays in this place called the colon. Now, this particular colon has no muscle, it has no bones, nothing is actually supporting it except a form of energy. Now, under the Chinese medicine terminology, this is what we call an innate energy that will actually support the entire colon system to stay there in that sense and not to collapse. However, when the toxic starts to accumulate, it becomes very heavy. It reaches a stage where it's too heavy, it will start to collapse down. When it presses down, for men, it's very normal. It just have a huge stomach. But for women, it's a little bit different because there are two things here. One is a womb and one is a ovary. When that happens, you will notice that a woman having a very, very nicely shaped body. However, they have a small, tiny snoopy belly right at the bottom, at the abdominal. Okay, that's because the womb and the ovary is being pressed down in that sense. Now, we all know the colon is actually right in the center of our body. It links with blood vessel, and it links to places like our liver, our lungs, our kidney, and then our heart. Now, these are not exact location, but it's for illustration purposes so that everybody understands. So, and we all know that our human cells have this thing called the cell program death. The old cells die, the new cells will replace. The old one die, the new one will replace. However, as all the toxic from the colon after a while leaks out to all these department, and then through the blood vessel it links and affects the department, what happened here is the old cells die, but the new cells cannot replace on time. When that happens, all the function starts to drop. Now, that means what? That means whatever is supposed to be absorbed by the body cannot be absorbed properly for the body to use. Whatever is supposed to be detoxed and removed from the body cannot be removed properly. Thus, a whole visual cycles happen and all functions drop. And having said that, to zoom in further, you will realize that all the cells actually form tissue, and tissue form organs, and organs form the system, and system forms our human body. So when the doctor says something is very wrong here, what it actually meant was everything else is not exactly in good condition. This is where the roots of the problem. And this problem affected through this entire toxic start leaking out from the colon system. So the first thing to remove is to remove the rubbish from your system. Now, what if a person decided not to do anything about it? Thus, the result would be progressive signs and syndrome from the body after colon toxin accumulated will be pigmentation, bad breath, body odor, acne, obesity, lack of energy. Now, at the same time, when you take a closer look, women have more obvious physical signs on the belly will be range between alcohol belly, this is the hormonal belly, and then stress out belly, and next one will be mommy belly after giving birth. Now, and what is actually happening inside is toxin accumulating. This is what we know. The reason why you have the belly is because something is accumulating inside. Now, how do we know that accumulated inside will develop into a cancer? Let's see what the expert says.
Colorectal cancer is a malignant tumor of the large bowel, including the rectum, and it's unique in the type of cancer in that it has a precursor lesion. So 95% of colon cancers start out as benign colon polyps that grow and become malignant over time. Colonoscopies, number one, are the gold standard for detection of colon cancer, but perhaps even more important, colonoscopy can detect precancerous polyps, and those polyps are removed at the time of colonoscopy so that they do not become a colon cancer. So it's both a screening test, but it's also an active intervention. It's certainly important if you have a family history of colon cancer or early onset of colon polyps. If you've had a change in your stool, if you see blood in the stool, conversation with your primary care provider is very important. Don't write these things off just because you're young and you believe yourself to be healthy.
Okay, having said that, what is actually colonoscopy? Very simple. It is a way to find out when the toxin accumulated become cancerous and develop in stages. Basically what the scope can show you inside here, you can see, okay, this is the one. And then what is more important, it is able to let you see from stage 0 to stage 1, stage 2, and then to stage 3, where the particular cancer is start to spread to other places. When you hit step 4, stage 4, basically this is where the entire spread of the cancer to other organs. So beware, do not take this lightly. When you have stomach issue, please do something and look into it. Alright, now basically take a closer look. Top 5 most frequent cancers in the world are cancer number 3 and then cancer number 5, as they are all related, as it is part of our digestive system. On top of that, in Asia takes up almost half of the world's cancer incident at 48.4%. Okay, 48.4%. Now what does it really mean? Okay, it means 4.8 out of 10 people in the world having cancer are from Asia. This is actually very alarming. Literally 4.8 out of 10 in the world having cancer are all from Asia. Okay, so what are the risk factors constituting to the cancerous condition? Basically, let's take a closer look. It's low fiber diet, high fat diet, alcohol, smoking, obesity. In short, literally diet and lifestyle factors 90% of the entire cancerous condition, whereas 10% is only genetic factor. That means if you have genetic situation inherited on colon itself on the cancer, basically it does not mean you will get it unless your diet is actually a shit diet. Okay, unless your diet is actually very bad. Okay, like low fiber, high fat, alcohol, smoking, obesity. If your diet is in this range, then it will constitute 90% of you getting the colon cancer rather than versus genetic in that sense. Okay, now what is more important, so how do we solve this colon toxin accumulating condition? Basically by reversing the situation, clearing the entire unhealthy colon out, remove everything out. Now how do we go about doing it? How do we clear the colon out, which probably accumulated for more than 5 years or more in that sense? So the answer is what we call dietary fiber. Remember, it's called dietary fiber. It is an umbrella term for the parts of plants and other foods that the body cannot digest. Okay, now what does it do? Basically, look at the screen with the video. Instead of breaking fiber down, the fiber passes through our 7.5 meters long intestinal and colon tract and eases accumulated colon toxin, or what we call the shit, and symptoms such as constipation. We move it out of the entire colon and flush it out from the body when you go to the toilet. This is very important. Okay, it's important to eat a wide variety of food in large quantity to get enough fiber intake. Now keyword being large quantity. Okay, large quantity to get enough fiber for intake to actually help you to remove whatever shit that you have is in the colon. Now the key here is based on American Heart Association. Okay, most people only consume 10 to 15 grams of fiber or less, as opposed to the 25 to 35 grams needed. For women under age of 50, it is recommended 21 to 25 grams per day, and for men, it is recommended 28 grams or even higher per day. That would mean, basically, this is on top of your daily diet. You will need to consume at least another 10 bowls of vegetables and like cabbages and carrots, celery, whole grains, fruits, nuts, and legumes, like a rabbit. Basically, you need to eat like a rabbit in that sense. It is literally impossible. That's the reason why we recommended smooth fiber bowl, so that we can actually help you to smooth out your entire colon with all the stuff that's not supposed to be there. Some of the fruits and veggie fiber extract in smooth fiber go basically are oats fiber, apple fiber, kiwi fiber, passion fruit fiber, pineapple fiber, lemon fiber, spinach fiber, cucumber fiber, celery fiber, cabbage fiber, wheatgrass fiber, mixed berries fiber, and the last one, which is important, is called Spirulina Extract. This is a very good form of fiber, and Spirulina Extract can do wonders. Okay, it will actually, while removing the colon, and starts to help to repair your colon at the same time, giving the right stuff ingredient for the cells in the colon department to start to repair and heal at the same time. Okay, now more than 13 kinds of fiber extract to help you cleanse your colon toxin and starts to help you to repair and heal and make sure that it becomes better and better. All right, now before colon cleanse, this is how your whole colon looks like. After colon cleanse, this is how it will look like. Next, what is more important to summarize the benefits of consuming 25 grams or more of smooth fiber daily, basic fiber go daily, are significant hunger control, heart disease protection, safely relieving constipation, stop occasional bloating, reduce water retention, break up physical matter, support colon health, indirectly losing weight and get a slimmer body shape. When drink with yellow lemon juice, take note, please take note, yellow lemon juice, it actually enhances your skin condition to have a healthy, pinkish, radiant glow. Okay, radiant glow. Next will be reduces cholesterol and blood sugar level, lower risk of cardiovascular disease such as stroke, prevent diabetic, increase digestive and bowel health, and fuse healthy gut bacteria. As study has shown that when we were born, babies clear their bowels after each meal, where the colon is at its most efficiency. However, the key is, are we cleansing fast enough after each meal like when we were babies? Or we have started to accumulate toxins for a long time. Keyword being, are we cleaning fast enough or are we accumulating toxin for a long time? You know it, we all know it in private. If we are not able to smooth out whatever we have in our colon system every time when we go to the toilet, something is very wrong inside. So please do not hesitate, contact us or go to our Facebook page, talk to some of our consultants, find out how do you get your hands on Smooth Fiber Go, how do you find out how to solve your current situation in private. Okay, now with this, a smoother day keeps the colon toxin away. We wish you a healthy colon system and smooth everything out. Thank you.